We're fortunate to live in a beautiful natural environment here in Colorado Springs, and we actually live at the interface of the grasslands, the foothills, and the mountains, which means we have a wide variety of wildlife habitat and therefore a wide variety of wildlife that also use the same area that we do. As we're doing our day-to-day operations of putting pipe in the ground or wires in the air, we need to make sure that we're protecting the animals that naturally use that habitat to make their living too. We have a raptor protection program that specifically focuses on our overhead power lines. Raptors or birds of prey, like the ones behind me, actually use power lines for nesting, unfortunately sometimes. They often use it for hunting as a place to look down and find their prey, and just as a place to rest. And so what we have done is proactively gone out and assessed our power lines to identify areas that pose a high risk to birds and have retrofitted those so that the birds can safely use the poles. So a project that I worked on recently is our solar array that we're building at Clear Spring Ranch. And a lot of planning went in actually before construction has even started, so that we're doing nest surveys actually every week to identify any potential nests before the project starts, so that we can make sure we keep appropriate habitat for the birds, but also don't interrupt construction. And there was one tree in particular that we worked really closely with, and our electric line crew actually came out and helped us. It's about a 350-year-old cottonwood tree, and as one of the arborists who helped us said, this tree was here when George Washington was president. So it was really important to us to protect that tree for the long-term future of the property and the wildlife habitat value that it brings, as well as just for future generations. Our Raptor education program is another component of what we do. We actually have a permit from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that allows us to take 3 of our birds that are taxidermied out to different school groups and community groups and educate them on the value of these birds in the community, as well as what we do at Colorado Springs Utilities to protect them. So I believe that we have, as part of our commitment to environmental stewardship, and for me personally, I believe we have an obligation to protect the natural environment in which we all live and work and play for ourselves as well as future generations.